Hello, Aries. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree. Excuse me. And today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of June 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Groovy Waite tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider Waite tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Aries, with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. Whoa. All right, so the cards are already starting to jump around, which means we need to get into the reading. All right, Aries, so as we move into the new month of June 2022, we've got the Eight of Cups, which means that you are ready to walk away from something. You are ready to let go. I wouldn't be surprised if you're moving away from a job that just no longer serves you, or maybe even a business that you feel is more draining than profitable. Now, I'm also getting the sense, Aries, that this is something you've been thinking about for a while, so this is not a decision that you're going to make lightly. So if it is time to leave and to move on, understand that you are doing what's right for you right now, okay? Now, we also have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands talks about reflecting on the past in order to figure out what to do now in the present and in the future. Now, this is really, really good because I think you're taking some of the lessons that you've learned and some of the experiences that you've had, and you're using them to your advantage in order to make more money, be more successful, or maybe to attract new opportunities into your life. And they're definitely on the way. How do I know? Because we've got the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups literally is the wish card. That is the card that gives you confirmation that what you are hoping for, wishing for, praying for is definitely on its way to you. Now remember though, in order to receive your wish, you have to be an energetic match and in alignment with that wish, okay? This is the part that trips people up because they say, oh, I've been wishing and hoping for this for years and it never shows up. Well, it's not that it doesn't show up, it's that you have to literally expand your own internal container in order to be able to receive and to hold exactly what it is that you desire. Now, this is something that I constantly work on myself. And Aries, I know this is something, I don't want to say that is challenging, but sometimes making these shifts don't really happen quickly for you. It's like you slowly move into these new areas of your life that are expansive, that are more, that are bigger, that are stronger, because it takes you a little time to adjust to new circumstances, and it takes you a little time to adjust, to new situations and being in a new environment. So just keep that in mind when you start to see signs of what you want showing up in your life, especially as it relates to money, finances, business, investing, all those things. All right, next up we got the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is the card of budgeting, right? So pay attention to your expenses and keep track of everything that's coming in and everything that's going out, because that's definitely going to serve you well. Finally, we do have the Guru card in the reverse. Now, the Guru card is unique to this deck. The Guru card is a card about personal enlightenment. When he shows up in the reverse, that means there could be a part of you that you are not necessarily paying attention to that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be more spiritually developed. There's something within you that you need to be aware of in order to kind of unlock some things or unblock some things. So you may have to do some inner work here. You may have to go within and figure out exactly, what in me needs to change so I can be what I want, so I can have the money I desire. Kind of like what I mentioned earlier with the wish card, okay? So really tap into that, because it looks like that's kind of what we're getting here, is that you really need to do some inner work because everything you want is ready for you. Okay, Aries, especially as it relates to money. All right, so let's see what else shows up. Whoa. For my beautiful Aries, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. Wow. for the month of June 2022. All right, Aries, can your cards get any better? All right, we have the Chariot card. The Chariot card is another card talking about speed. We've got two cards here talking about speed, timing, and things happening right on schedule. As a matter of fact, things start moving and happening ahead of schedule in some cases for some of you. Now, as this relates to your money, if you are trying to time your investing, if you're waiting to hear back on a job, if you're trying to time maybe certain things in your business, timing is definitely on your side. So use that to your advantage. The other thing about the Chariot card that I like to mention is that it talks about things not only moving full speed ahead, but several things happening at once. I wouldn't be surprised, Aries, if you have more than one project that takes off and is successful. So you may have, things going really, really well at your job, and maybe you have a little side business and your side business starts taking off. Don't be surprised if things start happening very, very quickly and all at once. Next, we have the Star card. That's literally you being the star of the show. The other thing about the Star card is that it's a card of health and vitality. If you have been having any type of physical, ailments or anything like that, understand that health and rejuvenation and healing is definitely on the way for you. Finally, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. I don't know what else to say. This is just excellent because it definitely seals the deal that things are happening beautifully as it relates to your money in the month of June. So I think really what you need to do, Aries, is to get prepared, because a lot of magnificent, profitable, productive things are definitely happening for you. And again, once you kind of, get in alignment with the success that you desire, it's like the floodgates literally open and everything that you want starts flowing towards you very quickly. All right, Aries, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2022. What do we need to know for the sign of Aries? All right, Aries, as we move into the second half of June, understand that you're going to be attracting some attention here. Looks like someone in an authority position has his or her eye on you. Now, this is a positive thing, right? It's like maybe a boss or a manager or one of the high-level executives at your job are really paying attention and are very impressed with what you do. If it's not something that's, work-related, you are attracting to someone, or you are attracting attention from someone who is in an authority figure in some way. Now, this could be someone in your town, someone in your church, someone in your community, someone in your family even. And they're very impressed with what you do and how you do it, okay? And they want to either work with you, or they want to promote you, or they want to connect with you and learn from you. So understand that you're going to be attracting a lot of attention. Again, I'm not surprised because we saw that here with the Star card. Next, we have the Hangman in the reverse, another great card to see in the reverse, because the Hangman talks about not being stagnant. You're moving forward, you're not procrastinating, and you are definitely making strides in your financial life, whether this be in your business, your investments, or your career. Next up, we got the Knight of Pentacles. That is some financial assistance or support showing up for you. It could literally be someone loaning you or giving you money. It could also be it could be like a coach or a mentor or a counselor, somebody just supporting you in what it is that you're trying to do. Next, we have the Four of Swords. Now, when I see the Four of Swords, that means you're going to be working very independently. You won't be working in groups here. You're going to be kind of doing a lot of solo stuff. And I think that's going to be ideal for you at this time, Aries, again, because I think you're focused on not only your money growth and your financial, advances, but you're also invested in your own personal development as well. And again, the more you improve yourself, the more your financial situation improves as well. Finally, we have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands in the reverse means that somebody makes a promise to do something at your work, and he or she doesn't follow through on the promise. Now, this isn't anything that's going to hold you back from your own success, but this is really going to give you a clue about who someone is. And when someone shows you who they are, we have to make sure we pay attention to that. So, pay attention to who is flaking, who is not, doing what they said they would do, because this is definitely something you want to keep in mind, because this is not someone you want to work with or connect with in the future. All right, Aries, let's see what else shows up for you. Wow, we've got some, yeah, you're definitely moving on and moving away from something, Aries. We just got confirmation of that. We got a repeater card. All right, Aries, so 8 of Cups, remember we saw that card here. You're definitely letting go, walking away, moving away from something. And because we're talking about money and finances, I have a feeling this could be job or work related. Or for some of you, it could be business related. Okay, you're definitely doing the right thing. You're making the hard decisions and you're taking action. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We also saw that card here. Remember, it's all about the budget. Pay attention to your spending, what's coming in, what's going out. And is what's going out really necessary? Okay, we really need to examine that, because this card showed up for you twice. Next, we have the World card. Now, the World card in the reverse talks about there's something unfinished, something that needs to be resolved, completed before you move on to the next level in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, and this could be part of the walking away from something. You know that you need to leave something in order to complete something else. Okay, now we also have the 5 of Cups here. Now the 5 of Cups, again, it fell on this 4 of Swords, and remember I told you you're going to be working independently. This could be a lonely journey for you. I mean, you definitely have success on the way, as we already discussed, but I have a feeling you're going to be probably isolated from a lot of people, Aries. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes we do have to, kind of keep to ourselves while we're building our business, while we're changing careers, while we're making more money, because we don't need all the external chatter from people around us who may want to be giving us their 2 cents, their opinions, their so-called advice, when they don't know anything about the details of our lives, especially our financial lives. So understand that you may be alone. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're lonely, but sometimes the journey to success is a lonely one, right? They say it's lonely at the top, and I think that is something significant to pay attention to as you move throughout the month, and as you kind of take these next levels, and as you advance yourself in your financial life, Aries. So, Aries, you've got a very powerful month here. You've got a lot of good coming, but again, I also see some personal growth happening here. And that's where things could get a little challenging and a little tricky, because you really will be kind of doing your own thing, dancing to your own song, figuring out your own way. And this isn't really anything that anyone can help you with. I mean, people can support you through it, but they're not going to have the experience or the information or even the insight to really guide you to where you need to go. This is something that you're going to have to do on your own, Aries. Excuse me. So, Aries, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. All right, now this is the second time I saw this card this month. I can't remember the other sign that had it, but it's a very powerful card. This is Seraphinite. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, please feel free to correct me. I'm open to that. This is card number 38. The card is Honesty, and it's about focusing on the heart and third eye chakras. Honesty, heart, and third eye chakra. Now, when I see that honesty, I'm wondering if that is really kind of resonating with what we talked about, and you being really honest with yourself in accepting that it is time to move away from something, Aries. You know, we've gotten that card twice, and sometimes being really honest with yourself, yeah, you are going to be alone. You are going to be isolated from other people. So that's just something to think about. All right, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.